My name is Muhd Naif bin Muhammad Nazri, and today our topic is airport, and our team has chosen the Kulim International Airport. Okay, now the table of content. What we're going to talk about? First of all, introduction lah. Next, we have advantage and disadvantages. Then we have recommendation, and finally, of course, we're gonna have overall conclusion of the topics.
Hi, so I'm gonna talk about introduction and advantages. Okay, so Kulim International Airport is located at Kulim, Kedah. So, without we even noticing, this Kulim International Airport were funded by private sector, not from the government, because as the government say itself, they can't afford this project cost because this is too costly for them. So because of that, some a particular private sector willing to fund them. So why this airport is built? This is because Penang International Airport is unable to accommodate the amount of visitor. So because of that, Kulim International Airport is created. So we will move to the advantages, and the first advantages is environment. So it is a big space. So Kulim Lane has a very big space. Okay, so it like bigger than Penang International Airport. So the facility, there will be much more facility and accommodation, and there will be bigger airport, and this will be much better and much organized for the Kulim International Airport. So we move to the second, which is the economy. Okay, economy is state income is increased. Why state income is increased? Because the international airport, the Kulim International Airport, will gain the profit from the foreigner and visitor. So this the state will get a new way to gain an income or profit, which is they have a new airport. So this will be a big income for the state. Yes. So we will move to the last advantages. So this is social advantages. Social advantages is employment rate will be increased. Why I say employment rate will be increased? Because in Kulim International Airport, they must have restaurant, a fast food chain, souvenir shop, and even a stall or a shop, because when foreigner or when visitor arrive to the airport, they will be like, oh, I need to eat, or I'm hungry, I'm starving, or they need to buy souvenir for the family, or they need to buy top-ups or any other thing. So this stall will become an opportunity for the locals to get a job. Not only they will get a job for the shop, for the store, if they're lucky enough or if they have the criteria, they also get the chance to become a stewardess or a steward. So this is a good chance for employ a worker for the locals and community. So that's all for the advantages.
Okay, now we move to the disadvantages of Kulim International Airport developments, and we're gonna look in terms of environments, economic, and also socials. Okay, the first disadvantages for environment is Kulim International Airport needs a lot of lands, so because of that there is gonna be a deforestation in a large scale. This is because to give the Kulim International Airport space to be built. Okay, the next point of environment is when the airport is done and start operating, there is gonna be arrivals from other places, and at the airport there's gonna be a constant mess made by the people staying at there, and it's keep coming and coming and coming, and it's gonna be hard to control the mess. For the last point in environment disadvantages, we're gonna take a look at noise pollutions. As we know, airplanes, when they take off and when they're landing, they are very noisy, and because of that, people in the surrounding will have noise pollutions when the airport is built. Okay, for the disadvantages from economic sides, to build an airport, this is a very high budget demand to build an airport, just one airport to be built, and it takes a lot of money to make sure that the airport operates very well. Other than that, building an airport is also a high risk business. If the airport didn't get support from the locals, the airport might be closed down as there are no arrivals coming to the airport. So from the social point of view, there are a few disadvantages that we can take a look when an airport is being developed. The first one is discrimination of small businesses. As we know, Kulim Kedah is a place where a lot of small business is being held, and when the airport is being developed, there are, and now it is time for what we can recommend for this Kulim International Airport. Lots of small business spot that are gonna be taken just to make that airport. So the last point in the disadvantages is the chances of crimes increase is very high after the Kulim International Airport is operating. This is because when the Kulim International Airport already operating, there are a lot of people coming, and the criminal are going to see it as a chance to do their job and get money from it. And now it is time for what we can recommend for this Kulim International Airport. So basically, this is our first recommendation for the environment. First thing first, we need to have a tree replantation, because of when we make the airport, there is a lot of trees being cut down, and we can find certain places which is available to make the tree replantation. After that, we can strengthen the law of littering around the airport and the surrounding area. As we know that government already implement the law, but we need to strengthen the law and make more compound. In terms of economy, we can make a fundraising to collect a little bit money from the local residents, which is it's gonna help them to have a better view when the airport is already finished. Besides that, if we look from the economic side, we can have support from the locals and also the community. as we know that the community is a very powerful platform that can be used to enhance the airport's advertisement. In terms of socials, we also have a few recommendations, which is like the authorities need to provide a base for local businesses. If they already take down the business spot for the small businesses, they need to provide a space to ensure that the local businesses keeps going on and support the airports. Last but not least, our recommendation is to tighten the security to ensure that the safetyness of locals and also the arrival who comes from other places at 100% level, and it will make the airport being well known for the safetyness and have a good impression for those who will come.
Finally, overall conclusion. We agree with the project, even though this is a high risk project, but we believe that this project will have a huge impact economically, socially and environmentally if the project continues. It can give a lot of benefit to the states in Malaysia, especially Penang, because Penang is an international airport is being used by the Kulim peoples over these years. So Penang is a small island. When the Kulim people arrive in Penang, it becomes packed because Penang also has many citizens and add more Kulim peoples, and then it become crowded it can cause many noise pollution, air pollution because of the car. If they build an airport at Kulim, so the Kulim people doesn't bother to go to Penang they can straight away go to Kulim, no big deal. That's why this project is highly demanded by people, especially the Penang people, because they can handle a lot of people in the airport, and they have a problem. They can't they can't make the airport bigger, the Penang International Airport. They can't widen the space because Penang has no land. Penang is a small island. They run off our land already. So this when the Kulim International Airport open, it can reduce the problem for Penang. So I hope all the community will support this project and don't boycott because this is for our country's benefit, also economic benefits. So don't boycott because we love our country, right? So we love Malaysia. Malaysia is doing the best for us. Malaysia is making our life easy. So I hope no riot in front of the airport. That's all for our presentation video. I hope you guys learned something valuable, and thank you for lending your ears, your eyes and your other senses for watch this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe our channel.